Drop a bomb, 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 bomb.
Back with a vengeance. KG's back with an entrance. Big up to those in attendance.
Look at this.
Reds come together like Tetris. No rules, this one's reckless. KG, this one's crazy.
You're too lucky at this.
None can compare with the KG done. Better take cover when he drops that.
Bomb,
Going
bomb,
on reckless, trust it's on. It's that time when he drops that.
Bomb, bomb, bomb. I said drop a bomb, Dad.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, Reckless Delegation. If you don't know by now that Tuesdays is our day. It's our day to take back KG's channel. It's the Reckless Delegation time, fam. So guys, please don't go anywhere. You should know me by now. It's Joe. Come on, like get with it. Like seriously, by now, seriously. But anyway, as you can see, I'm on location today. Not in the usual place, right? So no, it's not. No, the same old mic, bro. It's just that you can visually see it because I'm on location today. Yeah. So you mean like, what is this? Why is everybody on this Diddy thing? Leave me alone. No Joe lubrication. No. Joe's on location, right? So listen, people. Let it be told that today KG will be on DR Sports at 12 o'clock as usual. The cooling show over there. Him hopefully cooking Abby. Let's see what happens, innit? But guys. What I want to talk to you about today is, do we have to win the Europa League? Is this, look at this. Does he have to win or get out? Because I've been watching other fan channels this morning, you know, and certain people are saying that he has to. He has to. And I just don't understand. I mean, I know that we must win that game, but I don't understand why people think that we must win the cup. Do you know what I mean? I think finishing in top four is much, much more important. But I'm hearing that people thinking that he should prioritize, because we know we're not going to win the league, that he should prioritize the Europa League more than our league. Please tell me if that makes sense to you, because for me, it doesn't. Because all I would want to do is be higher in the league. If we finish, you know, semi-finals or finals of the Europa Cup and we don't win it, so be it. As long as we get top four, for me, I think top four is much, 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 much more important than actually winning the Europa Cup. I don't know what everybody else thinks. I think Ten Hag has got us on this high of winning a cup every season that we seem to think that it's a must. We must win a cup every season. Now, don't get me wrong, silverware's all that's important. I love the fact that Ten Hag has won a cup every single season he's been here. But these are expectations now, isn't it? So who set those expectations? It's Ten Hag. So I don't understand I don't understand what you're talking about. Yeah, he's the one who set the standard. So at least it's a good standard to live by. Do you know what I'm saying? But anyway, enough with my yapper, innit? Yeah, I want to know what you guys think, because like I said, I'm on location today because I'm actually on uncle duties, and I'm pretty sure I can hear my niece coughing, so I might have to get somebody in here so I can run and go check on her. Oh gosh. So listen, no more yapper. I've already opened up the lines. Hit the link in it. Jump in. Let me know what you think. Yeah, no more yapper. And Mr. Mark N, as Uncle would say. How you doing, bro?
Chilling. What's good?
Spoke to me this morning, bro. I've seen a lot of things over social media. People are talking about how that if he doesn't win this, he's gonna lose his job. Do you think that should be a thing? Should that be a stipulation?
I mean, I understand the want to win something, bro. We should win something. We are Man United. I mean, at the end of the day, if we can't win the league, we should definitely win the FA Cup or the Europa League. It's either or. You know what I mean? So getting top four for me is important, but also winning one of those cups is very important because it keeps us in Europe, bro. We need Europe. You know what I mean? So, I mean, for me, if we reach the final of the Europa League, we reach the final of the FA Cup, and we finish fifth. If we win those cups, then I'm good. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, we play in Champions League, we win a cup, and I mean,
what's your expectation this season, though, Mark? That's what I mean. Like, what do you call a successful season this season?
This season, bro, defending the FA Cup at least, reaching the Europa League final, top 5.
Top 5.
Yeah.
So hold on. Okay, hold on. So
If
if
we
we
if we're
finish
getting
top
if we're getting
five,
better football, if we're getting that, you see that same football we played this weekend. If we're gonna get that every week, and we finish fifth, we defend the FA Cup, we win the Europa League, bro. I'm happy. That's it.
I don't know, bro. For me, that I
Bro,
think
that's
that's a bit
progression
mid.
for me, bro. Because we
That's a
get
bit
Champions
mid,
League next
fam.
season. We get Champions League
Nah,
next season. We
bro.
win
You
two
know what?
cups
The
this
reason why I'm gonna
season,
say
bro.
that's a bit mid, yeah, is like we have to do better than last season in terms of the league, right? Because I feel like the showing that we gave in the league this season, if we win
Mm.
another cup and we finish eighth again, I don't care what cup it is, even if it is the Europa League, yeah, people are
I
still gonna
said fifth. I
people are
never
still
said
gonna
eighth.
call it through his head.
I said fifth. I never said eighth,
No,
bro.
you
I don't
said
know what you're
fifth,
talking about.
but I said if we finish somewhere lower than fifth, then yeah, anywhere lower than fifth, and he
Yeah, well then
does
we,
win
we
the
might
Europa
we might
Cup,
have
yeah.
issues.
Hold on,
If you see,
go
it's
on.
complicated, bro. Because if we win the Europa League and we win the FA Cup and we don't finish fifth, we're in Champions League. So it's one of those things where I'm like, we could improve still the next season. And then we won two cups this season, two major, I would say two bigger trophies. You know what I mean? And we defended the FA Cup, we won the Europa League. If we do that and we don't finish fifth, let's say we finish sixth, we're still in Champions League. I'm not gonna be mad at it. Of
Yeah, but
course, I
see,
will be
that's if
disappointed on the
we
league
that's
finish,
if we
but
win the Europa League, yeah.
that's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. So my thing is top five, Europa League final, FA Cup final, and I'm cool. I'm not mad at that.
Okay. Because all right, Yo says it here. He has to get Champions League any way possible to stay on it.
I don't disagree there, bro. I don't disagree there. This is why I'm saying, bro, if we defend the FA Cup, we win the Europa League, we are in the Champions League. We're in Europe, guaranteed. If we finish fifth, he stays. You know what I mean?
Peter
What?
says, Peter, are you having trouble getting into the StreamYard?
But there's always
Um,
StreamYard, bro.
yeah, saying it's always StreamYard. Try hitting the link again, bro. That's all I can say.
Try hit the link
Let me
again
see
and then
something.
refresh your
I'm
cachet,
gonna
bro, if it doesn't
I'm gonna
work.
copy. I've recopied the link. Maybe it was the link. I don't know. Here you go. Try again. But anyway,
I
as
mean,
we were saying, sorry to interrupt
it's
you.
it's a contextual situation, bro. Because if we win the Europa League, but we finish fifth, I mean, we get Champions League. The goal is Champions League and winning a trophy, bro. So we do both. So that's the lowest I'm taking, bro. One and a one. But other than that, bro, my expectations is to defend the FA Cup, win the Europa League, and finish top five. That's my expectations.
All right, win the Europa League and finish top five. I mean,
And defend the
that's
FA
good.
Cup. Don't forget the FA
That's
Cup.
good. But I think okay, fifth is not a bad place to finish. But who do you think is going to finish above us then? Because I feel that top
This
four.
league is funny, bro. This league is funny this season, bro. I mean,
1 second, Mark. Hold on, Mark. You have to continue without me 1 second.
I think this league is pretty funny right now, bro. Like, there's a lot of. I'm not saying that I see five teams finishing above us or four teams finishing above us, but our form needs to improve. We need to score goals. Goals that win us games. I mean, the defense has been solid in the last few games, but we haven't been scoring goals. We've been creating chances, but we haven't been clinical scoring goals, and that's the reason why I'm a little bit sus on finishing top four currently. Where's Joe gone, bro? Anyway, big up to the chat. What's good in the chat, bro? I see SLD is saying close to what? Nah, bro. For- What's wrong with SLD this morning, bro? Y'all is saying fifth could grant us Champions League. It depends on how good the English teams do in Europe. Chelsea needs to win Conference League, and United or Spurs need to win the Europa League. 100%. That makes sense. You know what I mean? You like this Mark-end version? Big up to you, bro. What's Yeah, only grams. It's a fabrication Romano show in the building. You know what I mean? Keeping you guys on point right now.
Sorry. Very, very sorry. Yeah. The niece called and I had to get moving. She's in
Yeah,
here with me
Tabras, big up,
now.
bro. Yo, Joe,
Sorry,
you
bro.
where you at, bro? You in Manchester? What, you going to the game tomorrow?
Manchester. No, bro. I live in London, you know. I live in London. I know you probably don't know about the accents, but this is a London accent still.
No, I know you
I'm
live
not
in
from
London,
money.
bro. You said you were on location, so that's what I asked if you were going to
Oh,
the game.
location. I'm in London at my cousin's house looking after
Oh,
my
word,
niece.
word.
That's what it is. She started a new job today. She didn't get childcare quick enough, so I am here.
Joe's conducting, doing a good thing, bro. You
What's
gotta
your
do it,
uncle
bro. It's
duties, bro?
expensive in these parts, bro.
Say that again.
I said it's expensive in these parts, bro. You know what I mean?
Telling
Childcare
me,
and these things. So if you could help out, you can help out. That's a good thing, bro.
bro, you don't have any idea how hard it is, expensive it is, I should say. Anyway, yeah, for childcare in London. Yeah, it's crazy. It's like they don't want people to work. But yes, sorry.
But bro,
Okay, this
back to
Congo
the
depends
football
on
and
if
the thing is that bro, for me it's either way, bro. Like you could say a lot of fans could be 10 Hag in, 10 Hag out, 10 Hag out. The reality is United, we need to evolve as a team from where we were in the last decade, bro. We weren't winning anything really. We weren't performing consistently, so we need to get those things down. If we could win a cup, get back into Europe and keep the progression going, I mean, that's what we want. You know what I mean? So to be fair, guys, like whether you're 10 again and 10 out, if we finish fifth, we win the Europa League and we defend the FA Cup, I don't think anyone should be complaining. You know what I mean?
And you know one thing I have to say already, yeah. You know, a lot of people last season were complaining about not being able to see a style of play, not seeing a way to progress. Do you know what I mean? Going forward. Surely everybody is on the same page now. We definitely have a style of play. We definitely have a way to make opportunities happen. It's just that we're not finishing them now. Do you know what I mean? So I think a lot of the questions that were being asked of Ten Hag last season, he's already starting to answer a lot of them.
Well,
And
yeah, bro, right now, bro, I'm looking at it more like in any event, whatever the structure does, bro, is what the structure is going to do. So as much as we as fans, before we asked for a proper structure with footballing minds and people and best in class, we got that. So I think I'm less stressed about where we're heading than most. A lot of people are still seeing some things and they're still frustrated with some things. But if we trust this structure and we believe that they're best in class, bro, we should be headed in the right direction. And that's the only way I could look at it right now. And I
do you know what?
definitely don't want to see that guy near my club.
Yeah, and I don't even think about that. I would put it up as jokes here because I know that SOD is trolling. Yeah, because for me, when it comes down to it, yeah, I think our manager's done a good enough job already in terms of the 2 seasons previous to say that he deserved this whole season anyway. Yeah, but when it comes to this 10 game brigade thing that we've been talking about, right, I feel that it. Do you know what? Actually, you're not in the 10 game brigade, are you, Mark? And by the way,
Not
guys, yeah, there's
really,
no one
bro.
else to
I'm
call us,
I'm
so
I'm I'm in for it.
it's
Like,
not like I'm just having Mark here. If you want to call in, have your say, please, because there's nobody else here but me and Mark. So I will just be a Joe and Mark show until we'll just do a half an hour show
anyone
and dip
calls
when
in.
nobody comes in.
No, bro. Like for me, I'll be honest, bro. Like I'm giving it till Christmas, bro. Because at the same time, I know we must win. It's a result based business, but also, bro, it's like if we're improving on the things that we were complaining about all last season, and we can see that improvement with our eyes, then why should we sack the manager? If you understand what I'm saying.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Few people are saying they're having troubles with StreamYard. Josh
Seriously,
is saying
bro.
the same thing as well. Okay, guys, I really don't know what the problem is today because you're
Drop
using
the
your
link
phone, ain't
again
you,
in the
Mark?
chat, bro.
I've been dropping it consistently still. That's what I was wondering. I'm like, where is everybody? But it's
That
not
shouldn't be the
just
issue, bro.
it's Josh and what's his name that said that they both can't get into StreamYard for some reason. What's going on, StreamYard? Don't mess with me today, fam. Uh
That's weird, bro. I got in
what
on
are
the
you using
first
your
try,
phone?
bro. I didn't even have to do anything.
What did you use your phone?
Yeah, I'm using my phone right now, bro.
Hmm. Do you know, I'm gonna try and see if I can jump in on my phone and see what happens. Yeah, you know what? The funny thing is, right? All right, looking forward to the match then, yeah.
Mm.
Um, in terms of starting lineup, what do you want to see? Should we be starting the likes of Marcus Rashford again? Do we want to see Hoyland start? Because you know what, he offers us something different to Xerxes, or is Xerxes the new way we're trying to play where we're holding the ball up and
Well, and okay, I'll put it to you like this. I think the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup will be the cups where we rotate most. I do think there will be rotation in the Europa League, but let's put the Europa League as the cup we are in Europe right now on the same as the Premier League starting 11 in a sense. I think that we're going to see a strong starting lineup at least for the first few games, all the home games, because we need to win at least 6 games in order to guarantee that we finish in the top 8. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, do you know what? For real.
it's so if we could finish in the top 8, then the last 2 games you'll see major rotation. I would probably like Hoyland to start. That way you can change the game in the second half, probably with a Xerxes. You know what I mean? Or maybe start Hoyland and Xerxes and start Ahmad. You know what I mean? Let Marcus and let Garnacho rest, bro. We got Tottenham on the weekend as well.
That's the thing. So do we go strong, or this is what I'm saying? So some people say we need to prioritize the Europa. Some people say we need to prioritize the league. I think that we've got a strong enough team that we can prioritize at least two competitions. Do you know what I
That's
mean?
what I'm
Why can't we
saying, bro.
prioritize at least two competitions?
That's what I'm saying.
Hey,
Right
Mark,
now we could
have you got
prioritize
time to hang
both.
around today?
Yeah,
By the
yeah,
way,
yeah,
have
I'll
you
be
got time to
around,
hang
bro.
around? You know,
Yeah,
as in stay here, as
yeah,
in
yeah,
help
yeah.
me
I know what you
co-host.
mean, bro. I'll be in
Yeah?
the chat, bro. I'll be in the
No, as
background.
in stay right on screen. You ain't going
Yeah, no
anywhere.
problem, bro. I got time. I got time.
All right. Because we have our first caller, Josh.
Yo,
What was the problem? You having a problem
how's
with
it going,
StreamYard
guys?
then? Because tell me the issue you was
Yeah,
having with
yeah.
the StreamYard, so I can maybe help someone else get in as well. What was the problem?
It was lagging at the when you enter the studio at the first page of StreamYard. You don't bypass the first page. It just keeps loading. So
Oh, damn. Okay then. All right then. So maybe it's just a
I
internet
think it's a
issue. I
bug
don't
you
know.
have to. I'm not sure it's an internet issue. I think you just need to keep checking the link. Like you close the tab and you open a new one and you keep refreshing, and then you might like anybody who's trying to call in, just keep refreshing the page or keep opening another link and you should get in. You won't have a problem with it.
Shh. Hello. Say hello. Hey yo. All
Hello.
right. This is my niece. People, don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Hello. Morning to the.
All right.
Hello.
Listen.
She needs to
All right.
become a Man United fan.
Oh, she's already a Man United fan. Who do you support? Say Man United.
Oh, big
Her
up.
daddy supports Man United. Her uncle supports Man United. If she don't support Man United, she's going to be in problems. But anyway, all right, let's go, people. Hey, Josh, what do you think then? Yeah, is this Europa League something that Eric Ten Hag has to prioritize in order to keep his job?
Unfortunately, yeah. Like the thing is, Joe. Um, like everybody's talking about what we need to achieve this season, but the thing is, I would like to achieve top four. But the thing is, there are other teams that have strengthened really well, right? And every team that has strengthened are looking to achieve top four. So if Ten Hag needs to stay in Europe and if Ten Hag wants to keep the job, he's gonna have to achieve Europa League. Like he's gonna have to win that cup. I don't think FA Cup is gonna save him. I don't think Carabao Cup saves him. But I think like the thing is for me, right? Like I'll tell you something, right? How I view the top four situation. For me, I can see us finishing top six, right? Top six.
Six,
Yeah, yeah,
six.
yeah. Hear me out. Hear me out.
Say no, no.
If
Yeah,
see,
no.
if Ten Hag wants to keep his job and wants to achieve like this Champions League, he's gonna have to win the Europa League, right? Otherwise, I don't think he keeps the job. He has to finish top four. So that's what I'm trying to
That's
say.
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Bro,
that's
I
who
like
think
the
I
thing
think
who
is,
football
who
is more
I have a
important.
question. I have a
yeah, yeah.
question for
The
him, for
thing is,
Josh.
the thing is,
Josh,
right? Like what? Yeah,
who are the five teams better than that go and finish above us, bro? Because currently, I just saying, it's just me, right? I know
yeah,
some teams in form, I know some teams not in form, but it's a 38 game season, bro. No, but
yeah.
until really Christmas, you can't really say who gonna finish top four.
Yeah, but it's still a gamble, right? Like the top four is still a gamble. Like I'll tell you the top four teams. You have City, Arsenal, Liverpool,
You know
Chelsea,
we
right?
was off
Say
by
it.
6 points, right? Last season in
Then
our
shut
worst
up.
season, we was off top four by 6 points. You know that, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Six
I'm still,
points.
yeah, I get that though, but it's still a gamble. My whole point is like, I would want to see us finish top four. I think we have the squad to finish top four, right? But in the case of Eric Ten Hag, and I know this manager, right? Like what we don't talk about is how much this guy likes to prioritize trophies and cup competitions. You must agree with that, right? So
But that's the only normal, bro. I mean, we're not here to just be a part of the competitors. We're here to win things.
yeah, yeah.
So
So that's
prioritizing a trophy is important as well. Being
so
able to
we do.
multitask as a manager in terms of competing
Yeah,
in the
but I
cup,
don't think.
competing in the league.
But I don't think he gets enough
But
time
if you check
beyond
it out like
Christmas.
this, Josh, understand what I'm saying. Even in our worst season, right? We went to a final and
Mhm.
we was within 6 points of top four in our worst season. In our first
Yeah,
season with Ten Hag, we went to two cup finals and we finished top four. Right? So what I'm trying to say is that for me, it's not that he's
Yeah.
just prioritized. He's prioritized competing with everyone.
I'm here.
Can you hear him?
He's
Josh,
like
can you hear him?
lagging. He's lagging.
Yeah, Mark, I don't even know if you're there right now. Hold on 1 second. Stay with me. I'm going to bring Tabres in real quick as well because he said that he needs to bounce. So, yo, Tabs, let's have this conversation with Josh. Yeah, what do you think? Do
Right.
you think that we need to win the Europa League for him to keep his job? Do you think we can? Do you think we can get top four first of all? Because it seems like nobody thinks we can.
You know why I'm saying this though?
I, I
It's only for him to get Champions League football. That's why Europe like he needs to win Europa League. Like everybody has a
Get
different
top four
definition.
and get to Europa League. We can get Champions League with top four, fam.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So the thing is, why I say this is because everyone has a different definition of top four. By the way, nobody has a concrete idea of what top four.
What do you mean
What
a
do they
different
want?
definition of top four, fam? Top four is 1, 2, 3, 4, blood. What do you mean?
Yes, but
What is
exactly,
the definition of
exactly.
top four?
but no, Joe, no, no,
What does
that's not
that
the case.
mean?
No, but that's not the case. I talk to most fans, like on whether it's on Twitter or on X Spaces. Everybody only wants top four because they want to get Champions League football. So if you want Champions League football, you can even get it
But
by
it's not
selling your
just
membership.
that. It's you need to see progression within the table because obviously we've won two trophies,
Mm.
which is nice, and it's hard because we've not won trophies prior to Ten Hag for 6 years. But you don't see how good a team is actually developing until you see them progress up the table. So we finished third in his first season, then we finished eighth last season. Now I feel like he needs to finish top four because I feel like Ineos are quite ruthless. So
I
I
believe
don't
that.
see him staying in a job till next year if he finishes fifth or sixth,
Yeah,
unless he wins the Europa League.
I
Exactly,
I agree. I agree.
exactly.
I
So
agree.
for
But
me, look, yeah, go on.
this is why I was saying just now, we have to look at it from the perspective of more in the vein of the first season where we have a fitter squad. We have a more solid back line. You have to look at
Mm.
it from that perspective where, top four not really that far off, but we need to score goals. We need to finish chances in order to give ourselves the opportunity to be there comfortably. The problem is that everybody's look at Ten Hag like if he's only prioritized the cups. Bro, the man is prioritized winning on all fronts. It's something that we don't see at Arsenal. We don't see at other clubs, bro. Only
Yeah,
clubs like Liverpool and City just do those things. So
a
this is
good
why I keep
comparison.
telling man them that I don't know how they're referring to it because it's not about him focusing on cups. He want to win
A,
everything. He say it in every press conference.
It
a
depends on
good.
his priority. It depends on
I was gonna
it
say a good
depends.
comparison is
I'm
with
with John on
Tottenham
this one.
under
Do you
Pochettino,
know what? Yeah, there's not
where
a lot of coolness today. Yeah, I'm just gonna bring everybody in. F it. Let's have a panel show today.
I was gonna
All right,
say
Nick,
with
I'll go
Tottenham
soon.
Tottenham under Poch, they played the best football. But what did they win? And what did they have to show for it in those 5 years of Poch football? Absolutely nothing.
But we're not
There you
Tottenham.
go.
But you see, the reason why I want us to prioritize the league, for me personally, I'm not really bothered about cup this season. Because this season, what I want to see, because I want us obviously to win the league. I don't want us to be in a situation where we winning stuff and it's kind of papering over the cracks in a sense. Because last season there was an excuse as to why we weren't doing well in the league. Remember, also, I do think we're going to do well in the league because at the moment, not many teams has faced adversity. Not many teams has dipped in form. City is doing what City does. Arsenal is going through a bit of a patch at the moment. Liverpool will go through a patch. Aston Villa will go through a patch because of European football. So at the moment, the league isn't a clear reflection of what's going to happen at the end of the season. So as soon as we start hitting form and start scoring more goals, we will obviously teams will be blown. Like I said before, teams will we'll start to see the real Ten Hag team. So for me, going to Europa and playing 20 is not a big deal. I want to do well against Tottenham. I want to do well against Aston Villa. Okay, Porto is a big game. Porto is a serious European game right before Heritage. But after that, who do we have? Europa League is it's poor. It's generally poor. You have
I'll
players
say
like
one thing. In terms
yeah,
of the league, for me, three of the four places already gone. I feel City, Chelsea, and Liverpool have already got those three places. Now that fourth place is up for grabs between three or four teams. That'll be
Chelsea,
us, Chelsea, Villa, and you can say either Newcastle or Brighton.
Nah,
Exactly.
Chelsea,
Yeah.
nah.
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Chelsea played one good game this season, and that was their last game. Oh, and the
Yeah,
Wolves
The
game.
no,
points
I know,
only
but when I
go,
look
bro.
at that
Like we
squad,
ain't talking
They
when I look
played
at that
two
squad,
good
though,
games this season,
they've got
so
actual strength and depth.
they do.
Sti-
But you know, they bought a lot. They bought a lot in it. It's just for whatever manager to find that rhythm with the team and to find because they've got a lot of good players. Let's just be
With
real with
us,
it.
we've got a nice foundation to build on, but our forward line aren't even firing yet. So whereas Chelsea, they have players who can score for fun. They've got fucking Cole Palmer and even Jackson. What's his name? Sorry, Nicholas Jackson scoring goals as well.
but
So
look at the
they've got
It's
talent,
goals
too
in their
early to
team.
react. It's too early to
bro.
react
Yes,
to
it's
those
too
kind of
early
things.
to
It's only
talk
one
about,
game he's
bro.
done
I
that
don't know
in.
why. I don't know why John. Okay, John, I understand your point. I wanted to do better in the league, but I really don't understand the argument to say focus on the league, forget the Europa League, forget cups, bro. We here to win trophies and titles. Winning the league is
Mhm.
cool. We want to win the league, but we still
Without
want to
the FA
win
Cup
things,
last
bro.
season, we are finished as Man U fans. They will cook us everywhere without the FA Cup last season. I'm telling you honestly.
That's true, but that's because we finished eighth. So what if we finish higher in the league this season? Do you know what I
You
mean?
see,
No one's gonna cook nobody. Yeah.
you
Suppose we
see,
get to
Mark.
the final. Suppose we get to the final of the Europas, yeah, and lose, but we still finish third.
Joe,
Wouldn't that be who's gonna cook man then?
You see,
Joe,
Mark. The
Joe,
thing is, right?
Joe.
When
I
City,
want us to get our playing style right so that our fan base will be united because that playing style is kind of dividing the fan base. Then we'll take it from there. That's what I
Hold
think.
on, playing style. I don't think anybody could complain about. Hold on. So in the last match, you have something to complain about our playing style against Crystal Palace. What did you have to complain about our playing style? Because the only thing that I had to complain about is the fact that our forwards couldn't finish their own food. So what do you mean about playing style, bro? We had a brilliant playing style. We controlled the
Yeah,
whole 45 minutes.
Bro,
Understand me. I said if our playing style is okay, our fans won't be divided. We won't be divided.
that's not true.
The
That's
fans are
not true.
divided because half the fans don't like Ten Hag and half the fans do, fam,
Exactly.
already.
It's because of the
That's why
playing
they're
style they
divided
are
from
complaining
the last
about.
season.
Yeah.
No. So
bro.
I
Nah,
think
bro, I
you're not
don't get what you're saying,
realizing the
fam.
reality.
I think he's trying to say if our team is more consistent in this whole season with the style of play and progressing. I
The
think that's
only
what he's
the
Okay,
trying to
only
you know
say.
what
reason, the
happened?
only
You
way
know
we
what
don't
happened?
get divided, right,
Sorry, go on.
is if we win the league.
Go on.
If we win the league,
Our
if
fans
we
will
win
be
the
more
league,
divided.
if we win the league, the Champions League, the World Cup, the Club World Cup, Copa America, AFCON, we must win all of those stuff for us not to be divided. We are the most toxic fans in the whole world. Why? Because we spoiled for winning. We will never be satisfied as fans. That's why we have to be realistic. Now, for me, we will always be divided, even when it comes to playing style. Bro, do you think do you think if we play like that, right, for the next 5 games and we lose or we draw, and but we control every game, the fans will be fine. The fans will be upset. They will say this
Thank
manager
you.
can't win. The manager
Bro, look
can't
at
do
Yes,
the
this. The
last
yes,
manager
match.
can't do that.
Look at the last match.
yes.
Just the last match alone shows you because people's talking about playing style, yeah? We had a beautiful playing style. I don't care what nobody said in the last match. And then people, look, just on KG's last show, we had the conversation. Half the people came and going, oh no, we played well. And I'm glad, it was decent, like, whatever showing. Some people's like, I don't care. We must win. We must win. Do you remember? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
if we don't get somebody
Exactly.
said, I can't remember who said it. Somebody said, I don't care about the win. I mean, I don't care about how we play. We must need a win. And there you go. That's the vision right there, fam. You're talking about you just want to see style of play fix, yeah?
It's an
Some
agenda,
people
bro.
No,
just want
no,
to
that's
actually
not
Agenda.
what
win,
I'm
bro.
Fix is
saying.
not saying
That's
that,
what
bro.
I'm
That's not what Fix say, bro.
It's an agenda.
Fix said that he think that the fans will be divided if they don't get that. But look, last season, bro, We had some. We didn't have play style. We had results, right? We might have had little glimpses, but we really had only results. Some people complain. They say they don't want that. They say they want a play style, right? No, for me, I keep it real, bro. 3 points on the board. If we get 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, I don't care, bro. 3 points on the board, right? But everybody else is a fan base. Everybody have opinions. So if some people want to see play style with 3 points on the board, I can't, be mad at them. If we get that, cool. I happy. But right now, bro, it's too early in the season to talk top four. It's too early in the season to talk about the teams that are going to finish in the first three places, bro.
Yes.
Premier League has never been confirmed. No top three spots has never been confirmed before Christmas, bro. Come on, bro.
Let me
It's not
let me
about that,
let
though.
me
It's what we expect from our team. But sorry, yes, please step
yeah.
in. Do you know what? You haven't
Me.
spoken at all. Please.
Yes. Regarding the top three, Tabre said Chelsea is confirmed top three. What do you mean? 2020, 2021 season. First 6 games, we won 5 and drew 1-1 against Southampton. Did we finish top three? Even top four? No. So these first games, I don't see the hype.
And to add to that point, we basically at this time of the season in Ten Hag's first 2 seasons we had similar amount of points. So I'm not taking any credence on this time of the season actually confirming who will be in the top 4. It's not complete right now.
But what do you see? The question I've asked today, though, is what do you really expect, and what should we prioritize? Because we've got some very hard games coming up right now. Do you think we have a good enough, strong enough squad to be able to compete in both competitions? Because I heard some people saying this morning, this is the reason why I'm asking. Other fan channels were saying this morning that we should prioritize the Europa. And
No.
just,
Well, put it like this, right? To quote John Morgan, Beck the manager, Ten Hag has said we have a big squad that we can rotate. So we should be able to be in multiple competitions. So John Morgan, what do we have to do? You tell me. There you go, exactly.
Louder.
Say louder, reload it, man, reload
Then
it.
don't it, bro.
Take the minutes at once.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Seriously, though.
Beck the manager.
No,
We've got a
real.
big squad right now, if you think about it. We're only weak at left back. If we really
Imagine
think
you
about it.
as the man speaking this rationale,
Luke Shaw is
bro,
back.
this
Luke Shaw
morning,
is
bro.
back.
It's funny, bro. We really fallen as United fans, It's so weird. United fans starting to talk like Arsenal fans. Prioritize the league. Prioritize this.
Never.
Bro, when have we done this,
We
bro?
can never do that.
We will fight on all fronts, bro. What kind of warriors all
That's
the men
what
is,
I
bro?
think.
Absolutely.
Listen,
Yeah.
say it again, bro. Fight on all fronts, yeah. Stand on 10 toes.
This alone is lowering standards, prioritizing this and prioritizing. Bro, we had to fight on every game, bro.
You know,
Exactly.
that's why I wanted to ask
Is
the
only I the
delegation,
scary
fam.
manager saying we want to win everything, huh?
Why
Bro, we
not?
will win
I
the
had to
Europa
ask
League, bro.
delegation, bro, because this morning people was literally saying they'd rather us, because if we win the Europa League, this was their explanation, by the way. If we win the Europa League, we've got a trophy again, and we still got Champions League. That's their definition. They said they don't care. We could finish anywhere, but
Bro.
they want to finish above 8, but they don't mind where we finish. They were saying. I was like, that's madness.
KG, you have
Bro,
a clip
what's
for this
the
where he
point?
said, bro, desperate for conversation, bro. Desperate for dialogue. That is what that is, bro. Bro, listen to me. As a United fan, no one should be talking about prioritizing this over that, bro. All we should
All
be
right,
talking about
I
is
got a big
winning.
question for the people that were strongly backing Ten Hag last season, yeah? If we
Me.
don't get Champions League, are you going to beg the manager next season?
Yes.
No, he's gone. Like I backed Ten Hag.
I need to ask a question before I answer that question.
Hold on, it depends on how far down. If we finish 5th, it's bring your
No,
kids
I'm
to work
saying
today, yeah?
all opportunities that we don't secure Champions League through any opportunity. So we finish
Do we get
5th.
Europa
No
League?
Europe, no,
No
nothing.
Europe.
No Euro, no Champions League in any way.
No
You see,
Europa
Joe,
League, no
you
Champions
see,
League.
Nothing.
He will be
We
fired, bro. He will
No,
be
you,
fired.
no,
Nah,
it's not going to
I
happen.
don't know, bro.
It's not
Any
happening.
European
That
competition.
it might
No.
be up.
I'm
No, it's
asking.
not happening.
It's a hypothetical question. I believe
So
we
you
can
yo,
do it.
just to clarify, so wait one sec, fix. So just to clarify, you're saying if we finish 5th or one sec, fix. Uncle
Hold
Fix,
on.
one sec.
Fix months.
So if you're saying if we finish 5th or 6th,
and there's no Champions League football either.
No Europa League. We don't win the Europa League. We
So we
don't
don't
get
win the
Champions
Europa,
League.
or we don't.
Nothing.
Yeah, no, he's got. I think at that point he's gone then
Yeah.
probably.
But no, but
Probably, bro.
but the answer, we need to hear answers from the strong THDL guys.
Joe,
See, I don't know, bro, because the
Answer it.
circumstances not to
I
be
don't
fine.
I
feel like
Because
we
yeah,
should leave.
alright, put it like this, right?
If we
Put it
finish
like this,
fifth,
right?
I'm hearing I
Right,
plead
Joe,
the
let me
fifth.
ask this
You
question.
One by
Let me
one,
clarify
one by
something.
one, one by
One by
one,
one.
one by
Okay,
one.
okay.
Let me
okay,
clarify
let's start with
something.
Fix first. No, let's start with Fix. Let's start with
Go on,
Fix.
Fix. Go on.
I said it's not going to happen.
But hypothetically, this is a scenario. Hypothetical.
Just answer, bro.
If
Would
he
you
gets
still
to that
back
point,
him
that
if he
means that
finished fifth?
the manager is the one sending himself away. So it's not going to happen. I don't think it will ever happen with this kind of squad we have. To us, it's not happening.
Bro, you're not answering the question.
Yeah, like,
Bro,
he's
I'm
scared,
just
man.
asking you, if we
Scared
finish
guy.
sixth and we don't win the Europa League, would you still back the manager?
Let me answer.
Man, like a
Let me answer.
politician, bruv.
We are not going to Europe. We are not going getting top 4.
Let me answer, okay?
Go on, Peter. Go.
No. I need this guy to answer the question first. Blood, are you
No,
going to
no,
answer the
we need.
question?
Nah, Joe. Let's have an example of somebody who backed the manager and is going to answer the question.
I want to do
Let me
first.
answer.
Let's start with Pizza.
Let me go because I's
All right, go on.
the one that backed the manager the most. in
Okay,
his
go
life,
on, Mark.
Right? So
Let
let
me
me
say
say
so.
it
You
like
can
this,
join
right?
more than me.
According to the circumstances, what you put forth, if that means we didn't win the Europa League, we didn't play a FA Cup
Correct.
final, nothing. If we
Correct.
get knocked out all the cups early and we
Correct.
finish 5th or 6th, bro,
Yes.
it's over, man.
I will still back him, but I feel like in your
No,
mind,
nah, if
Nah, look at this PC answer.
If AJ ducked this well, he might have won the fight.
That's what I'm saying. It's a simple yes or no answer, Mark.
Let me talk. I back the manager, yeah. I back the manager. I was originally part of the THDL crew. I wasn't strong like as in I criticized him, but I was there. If he doesn't get top 4 football, if he doesn't get Champions League football next season, my major thing, I would still back him if I could see performances like I've seen against Palace the whole season. Because that implements something for the future. So I have to see quality performances going forward.
Yeah, that's what even I would
respect it.
echo.
I respect it. All right. You know what? No, because this guy's been trying to talk for ages. Peter, please talk.
Oh, sorry, Peter. Go on.
I will back him simply because he's there. But I will back like any other
You're
manager.
backing because he's there.
Because he's there.
What does that mean, bro?
I cannot.
No, he just said because he's there.
What is wrong with people's answers today? Why are people ducking questions like this, man?
Nah, if you can come with a reasonable explanation, it's fine. But you can't just say you're gonna beg the manager because he's just.
He's
there.
probably one, as in
I think,
but we can't. You know,
yeah, John. Same question, yeah. I know you've got your hands full right now, but obviously, if we finish 5th, yeah, or 6th, whatever. No, we didn't win the Europa League, yeah. Are you still backing the manager?
No, sir. No, sir.
Look at that. That's a
See?
answer.
Very simple.
That's how you give a straight answer.
Coach said something now. He wants to see improvement. My friend, according to the way we play, right? The way we play at the moment. If he improves on the way we play right now, we will definitely get top 4. There's no reality where we don't get top 4.
Yes.
If we're dominating Crystal Palace at their home ground. Remember, Crystal Palace is not mugs. They are.
I'm just worried about goals, John.
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah,
I hear that.
They will come. They will come.
Because I understand what Courts is saying with that answer, though, bro. Because you see, in terms of if we dominate halves, like we did, we dominate that whole first half, right? But we're seeing that our strikers are not scoring. It means that the manager's doing his job, setting up the team right, giving them creative chances. Helping them create chances in order for us to score goals. But they're not scoring the goals. They're not putting in the back of the net. I would say that we've definitely improved as a team. Our tactics are better. What we're doing is working, but our strikers, we need better strikers, or we would need better finishers, whatever. So I do understand what Courts is saying, because if I saw that and we finished fifth, I would still back the manager. I would. Imagine if we dominated every most of, say, 60 minutes of each game going forward, but we ended up with draws, mostly draws this season. Yeah. Because if you end up with a lot of draws, he's still going to finish, 6th or 7th or whatever. Yeah. So if that happened, fam, I wouldn't blame the manager, because I would say, fam, why can't these men do what they're asked to do?
Put the ball in the net, and that's why. I know I joined a bit late, but that's why putting all of your eggs in the Europa League basket is dangerous, because if it's a semi-final or final and we can't score a goal, we can't score a goal. What do you do? What do you do?
Yeah.
Like, do you remember when we won the Europa with Jose in the semi-final against Celta Vigo? That John Guidetti brother threw on goal, missed it, 1-on-1, should have scored. If that goes in, we don't win the Europa because we lose, and that's a cup competition. The margins are so narrow in a cup competition. It's dangerous to say, right, forget the league, and it worked for Jose, but that's not always a guarantee. Because so that's why I'm like, win every game, but we need to score goals, and I still don't know where these goals are coming from.
Do you remember the game against Seville?
Haaland is coming back.
Which one? Which one?
That's
No, the home game.
Which one? What, the one where Licha and Varane came off injured?
Oh yeah, I was there.
The Crystal Palace performance was the best in possession and attacking since that game. So 2 seasons ago.
First half.
We should have won 4-0.
Bro. That's not 2 seasons, bro. Where Matt says.
Mark, stop being extra, Mark. You get the point, bro. You're being extra now, bro. Come on,
someone
man.
gets a little detail wrong, fam. You should be leaning
Mark
about
trying to bring somebody with him.
It's 2 seasons ago. Last year we played Champions League.
Hurt people. That's what that was, Mark. Don't do that.
Bro, we should have won like 5-0 that game.
Champions League last year finishing May this season, bro. Like May just here, bro. So that's just what I say.
The first game against Seville, we should have won 5-0 until Licha and Varane against Seville. The first game.
Oh, what that? And then that was two. Was it 2 Sabitzer goals that day?
Yeah, 2 Sabitzer goals. Yeah. We played fantastic. We should have won 4-0, 5-0.
It was so good in the stadium, man.
Remember Weghorst?
Yeah.
Just pipe up.
And then Licha and Varane got injured, and our season came like I don't know, the Malaysian flight down in the ocean.
Hey, nah, he's gotta go.
Bro, get out. What the?
That was such an unnecessary.
What? Why? You didn't even have to do that.
That was. Go on, Josh. What were you saying, Josh? Sorry.
Yeah. So the thing is, like that question was a good question, but you saw how everybody had a different answer. This is exactly what I meant by definition. Now you see what I'm saying. This is what I was trying to say at that time. Like, you can't answer that. No Ten Hag inners. Like, and I'd support Ten Hag, by the way. You can't answer that question directly because everyone has a different definition of what they think is achievable.
It's more important.
Yeah.
What you said was a different definition of top 4, blood.
Yeah.
And that's you can't. But what you should have said is a different definition of what's important for them. You know what I mean? Or what they see as successful this season. Because that's why I'm asking people. Because that's why I want to know what other people's definition of success is this season. Yeah. I'm a Ten Hag backer, a very big Ten Hag backer, right? From last season, this season, whatever, right? And I just want to see where everybody else's head's at when it comes to backing the manager. If you do, look, a lot of people think he should be out already, should be gone. He shouldn't have even had this 3rd season. Yeah. A lot of people think that, after November he'll be gone and my man's gonna take his place. Yeah. And a lot of people like me, I feel like the man should be given the whole season to see where we finish at the end of the season, because it's not a sprint, it's a marathon, bro.
Exactly. And to be fair, I know a lot of guys might feel Ten Hag in us blindly backing the manager, but be realistic too. We had to also consider the factor where we come from, because we could say we've been Man United for the last how many ever years, but in the last decade, bro, how much of Man United have we really been? We didn't really win much. You know what I mean? And Man United is about winning and everybody is talking about winning things and wanting to win. You know what I mean? And win beautifully, not just win beautifully. So it will take some time for us to get back to there. And last season for me, the structure around Ten Hag didn't do enough to give the team a opportunity to progress. Because we know we needed defenders last season, bro. And then we had the injury crisis after that. So it's like, bro.
Can you imagine? Like, you know how? Imagine this, right? Imagine he gets sacked next season, or in the summer, and just imagine, it would be sad, right? Like, if Ineos have another good window and Rude takes us over the line, but it will be the foundations that Ten Hag laid. It would be so sad, like, if he went, but Rude took us over the line because Ineos had another better
What
transfer
makes you
window.
think Rude could even take us over the line, bro? Rude never
I'm
take
just
any team over the
base,
line in,
base,
in,
What
in Dutch
anything?
league.
I'll tell you.
He
I'll tell
did.
you why. Because whatever
What did Rude
whatever
win?
progress, whatever
He won the
progression
cup
and
with PSV.
A cup, not even
Okay,
the
fair
league,
enough.
bro.
My
So I
bad.
don't even know
no,
what
no,
this
no,
dude talking about.
yeah,
I'm trying to figure it out.
If that's what,
because he's working closely with Ten Hag, he's seeing the progression. He's going to base everything he does off of what we're currently doing.
Are you
It's
are
not
you
that difficult.
assuming that or hoping for that? Which one?
I'm backing Ten Hag. I want him to.
No, no, no,
I
no,
want
no.
him
We're
to
not
turn.
talking
Can
about
I
Ten
ask?
Hag,
Can
bro.
I ask a question, quick?
We
Sorry.
talking
My
about
thing is,
Rude.
say it,
yeah.
say it.
One sec. My thing is, yeah. If Ten Hag is to go, and they to get rid of him, as much as I'm backing him now, my thing is, I want Man United to be good. I'm not like holding on to this manager guy, and I only want success with him. I just, if he's here, like, if he's here and he's doing a good job, I'll back him.
Yeah,
But when he needs to be criticized, because there's a like that whole Bruno debate on UV yesterday, it was slightly irritating because I
oh,
think it was
yeah,
like there's no middle ground with it, and that's truthfully
yeah,
where it is at the moment. Because it's like
yeah,
Said Guy and Bruno's never been good. That's not
yeah.
true. And then
I agree.
whereas the truth lies in the middle. But the people who are so vehemently, I want Ten Hag out, they'll criticize him for the transfer windows he has, but then they'll be like, it was only Ineos that helped him with this one. There's probably a bit of truth, but the Lit and Mazraoui are players that played underneath him. He deserves a bit of credit. There have been improvements on the squad. Like, I just think it's so, we've got to a point where even if something should be praised or criticized, if you're either way, you can't do that. You just have to pretend like you are mad at everything, and it's just a bit jarring sometimes.
That's what I hate, though.
Yeah, no,
That's
I
what I
agree,
hate,
Joe.
man.
Exactly,
Yeah,
Come
bro.
on.
Because nobody's saying Ten Hag should be the coach or is the final boss. You know what I mean? It could be our next coach, bro. But for me, the shiny toy attitude that United fans have with, oh, Rude will be the next coach and we'll win things because he was a former player that won things, bro, is weird for me, bro. You know what I
yeah, but
mean?
that's
Hold
what
on.
I'm trying to say.
Hold on,
Also,
guys.
is that
Before we
I want
continue,
to say
hold
what.
on.
Go
Hold
on,
on.
Joe.
Let me read out these super chats. Ray Carl Brown says, we need to win games and score to get confidence up. I think players buying into the manager and coaches, but they must score. It now up to them. I know he's Jamaican. Ray Carl Brown also says again with another super chat, I'm giving the whole season to see where we're going, to see what we're doing. Sorry. If we win the Europa League, top four, job done. If we don't do anything, then he has to go. But I'm backing the
see if you
manager
are.
all season. I
Big
mean,
up Ray Carl Brown for the support.
yes, thank you very much, man. Thank you early in the morning. Thank you. Now, you know what? I heard that. That's where I'm at. That's exactly what Ray Carl Brown said there. That's exactly how I feel. Yeah.
We
Let me
Even
need
ask you
after
something.
the 10 game brigade, right? You see the thing? When the 10th game comes, I still think he'll be improving after that. That's the thing. I've already seen enough to think that the manager is going to keep improving this team.
who fighting with a
Well,
plastic
Anyway,
bag.
man,
we'll
them, I'm
see,
out.
man.
I'll catch you in a bit. I got to
Big up,
bounce.
coach.
All right,
See ya.
thank you, man. Thanks for turning up.
I guess
Yo,
we'll
Joe,
see in it, madam.
let me ask you something
Hey,
along those lines, yeah? So
Go on,
if
go
my
away.
man if my man goes out there this season, and I haven't made my own decision, I'm just asking like to put the question up. But if my man goes out there this season, and let's say he does both the trophies already won, so let's say he does the FA Cup and the Carabao in the same season, and he finishes sixth, for argument's sake, how do you feel about him then?
Staying for me. He's staying for me.
He's staying, bro.
He's
Two
staying for
two
me.
trophies.
Repeat
I
the
would stay. I would keep him, bro.
So
If
yo,
it's
just
just
to
the
repeat.
Carabao Cup, then I would fire him. If it's just Carabao Cup, but if it's 2 domestic trophies,
No, so they said both cups. He said he wins
yeah,
the
he's
FA
staying. He's
Cup
staying. He's
and
staying.
the Carabao Cup.
And finish
Yeah,
sixth.
But he finished sixth.
He's staying.
yeah.
Understand.
All right, then take away the higher league place then. If he wins both those cups, and let's say we finish 8th again, now how do you feel about it?
he's gone. He's
He's the
gone for
same.
me.
Now you hurt
He's
my
gone.
feelings.
He's gone.
Now you hurt my feelings.
He's gone.
Can't finish
Absolutely
eighth
gone.
yet. We cannot. We must
Champions
not.
League
We shall
is
not.
essential.
We
He has to
cannot.
get
I
Champions
might
League.
Yeah.
agree with you on this one, bro. I
Yeah,
might,
you know
bro.
what? Actually,
Nah,
But
man.
but
yeah,
you see, the weird thing is, right? The weird thing for me is this, right? The asphyxiation with finishing 8th a following season when we don't even have an injury crisis right now,
Unacceptable.
which is unacceptable.
unacceptable.
And
Yes, yes.
honestly, bro, if the only reason I was calm last season was mostly because of the injury crisis, bro. I'm being real honest, bro. Right?
Yes, let's be honest.
So
He
if
was a
we
lucky boy.
have this
Hey, big
squad
up
and they're
Turkey.
mostly
Well gone,
fit
bro.
and we finish 8th, but we win those 2 cups, bro. I don't know, bro. I feel like I will back you on that one, bro. I'm telling you.
Trust
Yeah,
me.
I don't know how I feel about
I
it
think
either personally.
No,
that
Because
can't happen.
I
Hey,
don't know.
bro.
the
nah.
reason why I asked
Sorry,
the
see what you
question,
said, yeah?
yeah.
Go on, Cody.
No, go on. What was you gonna say, Joe?
I was gonna say, when you first initially asked the question, it said 2 cups, yeah, and finishing 6th. That means like we was attempting to be in top 4, yeah. So
No chance for me, man. Even the first one,
see, I
no.
will still back him. I will still back
Nah.
him in 6th, yeah,
Not me.
and 2 cups, yeah. And
Nah.
it depends as well how far. Where did we get in the Europa League? That's another thing. If we ended up in the finals, I'm still backing him, yeah. But
Yeah, I have to ask a question,
me,
The reason
No,
why
I
I
have
asked
to
you
ask
the
you
question,
thing is, right, I think
Go
top
on.
4 is more important this season than any trophy. And if we don't finish with any trophy, you know, I've already said this. If we don't finish with any trophy and we get top 4, I'm a happy person. That is
why?
me happy. I
Joe.
don't need a trophy.
Yes.
I want to
Joe,
be
let me
in
ask you a
the. I
question.
want to be in Champions League.
It's
Joe,
crucial.
I have
Let's
to
be
ask a question.
clear. It's crucial that we're in the Champions League. Never mind, I want to be. The club needs to be in the Champions League financially.
Okay,
Let's
okay.
be clear.
Let me just
Okay,
let me
okay.
just let me just
Joe.
ask. Let me just ask real quick, yeah, because
Go on.
Joe, we're in danger of sounding like Arsenal fans right now.
That's what I was
Like,
thinking.
Like, are we just happy with being there, bro? Because I swear, like, we're Man United. When we turn up, we're expected to win. Yeah, if we're in the Europa, we're favourites. If we're in Champions League, whether we're wounded as a team, strength, depth, manager, regardless, we're expected to do something. Yeah. So the reason why I asked the initial question is because I want to get an understanding of what everyone's measurement of progress is, and also what an acceptable rate of progress is. Yeah, because for me, you watch the likes of Klopp, you watch the likes of Pep, and I'm not comparing in terms of what they've had. I'm comparing in terms of what they've brought. Yeah, their systems have brought a rate of progress that, let's be honest, in top flight football, kind of is required. Yeah, you don't really have more than 2-3 seasons to start showing like you've made progress. So again, going back to what I was saying, yeah, understanding what everyone's measurement of progress is. For me, the domestic trophies, you would have to get both of them and top. You would have to get us in the Champions League and get both of those domestic trophies for me to turn around and say you've made
Yeah.
progress.
Actually,
I agree.
Let
100%.
think
me
that's
ask
much though, because
Well,
in my honest opinion,
you're right.
you
You're right.
can't really
You're right.
measure
You're right.
two domestic trophies and finishing top 4 to say improvement, because I mean that's a
That's
little bit high.
huge improvement.
You're right.
Even
You're right.
Liverpool club couldn't do that. If you understand what I'm saying, so it's weird.
You're
let me ask you
dominating.
something, yeah?
You're dominating tournament football, and you're making progress in the league. Yeah, for me to, and that's why I said 6, because the top 4 thing. I am not an Arsenal fan, bro. Them man are losers. Yeah, and this is why they're losers, because they turn up, they get 4th, they get 2nd, and they have a party about it, bro. Yeah, like I am not of that ilk, bro. If I'm in a tournament, I expect us to do something in the tournament. Get me? Like, and that's why I'm not shouting for Champions League this year or even next year, because we're not ready for it. Are you mad?
Let me ask you something, yeah. Because I'm 100% sure that we will win the Europa League and we will finish
Okay.
top 4. But
Yeah, go on then.
if we win Europa League, which is an automatic USC Champions League spot next year, but we finish 6th, is that acceptable?
No.
No, man. There are the standards.
Well, hold on, bro.
guys.
Think about what he
Hell
said
yeah,
then.
that,
Think about what he said then.
man
Think about what
smoking
he said.
cracker. Man smoking
Think about what he said. He's talked
Yeah.
about a European
If you
trophy.
want to pull up with it, but he don't want to talk about us. He don't want to talk about us. Arsenal are losers. We just told him that he don't want to talk about us.
It's nasty business, but
Bro, listen.
it's like I feel uneasy thinking about
Bro,
that.
if we finish sixth,
let's
win the
bring the-
Europa League, win the FA Cup, bro,
Basically.
we shouldn't even be
Bring the
talking about
standards back.
sacking Ten Hag, bro. That's
It's
mad.
Bring the-
Because we
barely-
still
Right.
league and we win
It's
2
barely
trophies.
it's barely
That's
acceptable.
not barely
barely.
acceptable, bro. That's acceptable progress, bro. Because we win 2 cups.
Yeah, I
we
get
in
it,
Europe
but
Champions League
Bro,
next season.
Joe Blackman.
Bro, that's mad, bro. That's mad to consider
What's
sacking
my
a
name?
manager.
Whoa. Who's called my name? What's up?
Yeah, me.
What? Ten Hag out. What's going on?
Listen, if we lose to Spurs, he must go. I'm not taking another loss against the top 6 team. You hear me? You hear me?
This
If we
guy
lose
said,
to
screw
Spurs,
the
he must
conversation.
go.
He must.
Who trying to have
said
intellectual
he
debate?
must.
My common agendas, you know. That's crazy.
He must go.
He said
If he wins,
he must
what is going to
go.
happen? Are you going to drop your hatred if he wins?
Yeah, maybe.
How must he get that? Explain
If he
yourself.
wins, are you dropping your hatred?
Yeah, about that. Yeah, answer that question, actually. Hold on a second, baby. Answer this question, yeah? If he wins, are you going to drop your hatred, fam?
Yeah, one game. We'll see against Villa what happens.
This guy sounds
Yeah, man.
So he came into Yap. He came into Yap. He's not serious, guy. He's not serious, man. Move.
Hey guys,
man.
sorry.
That's
Can I
why
just-
I
can I
tried to
just
jump
get a
on.
quick understanding. Can
Yeah,
I get
Carl
a quick
Brown.
understanding?
Yeah, go on, go on.
So you guys are saying that you're happy to finish outside the top 4 with a trophy, and that's enough for him to keep.
No,
his
not with
job.
one trophy. He said 2
He said
trophies.
2. He said 2 trophies.
He said 2 trophies.
My man said 2.
So you're happy to finish 6 in the longest reigning competition we're in for 2 trophies.
Listen,
One
that's
of which
not-
is
no,
probably
no.
already
He
won
put up a
before.
hypothetical. 1 second. Before you get into this, bro. He put up a hypothetical and asked us, "Would you be happy, or would you still back the manager?" Right? I'm just saying.
No. I asked specifically. What do you deem progress? That's what I asked.
You asked the hypothetical first, bro. Then you asked that. Yeah.
Yo,
Let
sorry,
me
my
answer
bad.
this.
Yeah, go on.
Let me answer this. Like, let's just bring the standards back because this is going far too long. Bring the standards back. The only way
Okay.
we progress the season, first, if we beat Spurs and Villa. Next, if we win Europa League, and if we get Champions League. That's all the progress that can happen with the season. Anything below that is not sustainable. He doesn't have a
Bro,
chance.
if they win the Europa League, of course they're the Champions League, bro.
But that's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
He must win the Europa League.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
look,
that's
let me make this
too
more
simple.
clear.
So if he wins
Even-
Europa
even-
League and he
even
finishes
because-
7th, we're happy with that.
Hold on. Yeah, hold on. The thing is, because I already gave the context that other teams are also strengthening, right? So if we finish 5th, but United win the Europa League and we get Champions League football, it'll be progress. With the style of play now, with the new players in, with the new way we're playing, we should be able to achieve Europa League and top 4. Eric Ten Hag must prioritize the league.
You. Please, I want to ask you a question.
Yeah,
Do you feel now, with our system of play, that we should have sold Bruno and buy someone like Bagula or those kind of players? Our system of play now, do you feel that?
I'm hearing a lot of this talk.
What?
I'm hearing a lot of this talk right now about Bruno. You know, it's I think a smarter question is can we move Bruno somewhere else? I think talking about selling Bruno is a bit crazy considering he's been the most productive player. we've had.
I'm asking you.
You're asking me?
Yeah.
So, all right. I think personally, it's too late to try and sell Bruno now because he's already agreed a new deal. number one. Not many clubs are going to be able to afford his wages, and there's a lot more good than bad that comes with Bruno Fernandes. I understand the frustrations.
No chance.
But the thing is, he should not be susceptible to being dropped. That's my thing with Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah.
I want the manager to be a bit more harsher and drop him where he deserves to be dropped. Not like he did against Brighton, where he should have stayed on and dropped and took him off for McTominay. This game against Palace, he had to be sent to the bench, but he didn't do it. So this is where it's a mixture where the manager needs to be a bit more tough on Bruno when necessary. But there's a need for Bruno Fernandes.
You know why I asked this question? You know why I asked this question? This is the first game we played very well and we dominated our opponent, and Bruno is nowhere to be found in that performance.
But I also feel that against other opponents that don't play like Palace, Bruno will be effective.
You know, like
styles, like it's like boxing. Styles make fights, isn't it? So
exactly. You forget everything Bruno's done for us as well.
What did he do?
I have a question. I'll ask the panel. Right? Do you think Erik ten Hag needs to pick a more consistent starting 11?
No, go ahead. You get that game, bro. I want to know why.
Let me ask that again.
Hold on. What do you think is consistent about his starting 11 right now?
Not consistent. Okay, a fixed starting 11.
No. I'll answer that for you. Right?
Go on.
This team, the current state has to be led by competition. You have to be better than the man in front of you.
I agree with that.
If you give the man in front of you an opportunity to take your place, then your place should be dropped. I hate when this Ten Hag guy talks stuff about, I'm going to play this guy through bad form. No, he's on bad form. He deserves the bench.
Yeah, I agree.
We will never bench Bruno. We love Bruno. We will never bench him. We know that.
And also, sorry, just I don't
ask the question. I'm just giving my answer. It has to be led by competition. Casemiro had a bad game. Ugarte starts. Ugarte has a bad game. Eriksen starts. Like, it has to be. The only way we're going to get out
that's
of
the most sensible answer.
Fact.
Yeah.
But to add on to that point as well, yeah, if we're really trying to have our fingers in multiple pies, i.e. we're trying to bring home at least a trophy, whatever it may be, and do something in the league, there's no way you can have a fixed 11 and do that. You can't do that.
You can't overplay the
tell him.
Yeah, because City don't get a fixed 11.
A team. We have to rotate a team as well. Sorry, say that again, Rayco.
City don't have a fixed 11 when they're going for thing. You know, you will see rotation. You'll see what's his name, Foden coming, and then you probably see Gundogan coming next time. So you're not gonna we cried for rotation, and then when we get rotation, we're like, oh, well, why my man rotating?
A fixed squad.
You know what I mean?
I want to have a team where we are confident no matter who we put on. Do you know what I mean? Okay, he's not playing. We can play him instead. He offers us this and this. Do you know what I mean?
Just add to that as well, right? You can't put a guy on the bench for 6 games and then expect him to come on the 7th game and just pick up where the other person's left. So there has to be some sort of rotation. He has to have like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, good training, start a couple of games, right? He has to have it. It's also why when I'm looking at, don't get me wrong, the Barnsley thing was great, right? But when I was looking at the Barnsley game, I was like, put these youngsters on, because what's the point of them sitting there? Get them some minutes, because you never know when you're going to need them.
Absolutely.
Right? And I don't want any excuses this year. Oh, there's loads of injuries, so the second team I don't want none of that excuses. I gave you that last season. They can't.
I'm not having it. I'm not having it.
Using your team wisely.
They're not having it this season. No one's having it this season, I don't think. Yeah, it would have to be some crazy amount of injuries for me to have
I'm hearing
that's what I'm saying, isn't it?
We're
you got to have your backups. You got to have your first 11 injured, and then your backup injured to say, yeah, there's injuries. That's the only way you could. And when people say that you're not having injuries, you got to be very careful with that, because if you've got your first guy injured and then your backup injured, what are you going to do then? And then if you play kids, because we saw that on the Van Gaal, where we had first man injured, backup man injured, and the kids get injured. So you got to be careful with that.
Bye.
Later.
See you later. That guy had nothing to say about Ten Hag out.
Man's making his entire opinions game by game, bro. He literally said, if we lose against Tottenham, he wants him out, and if we win, he can stay. Like, that's crazy.
Nah, no, that's
I
bad.
can't wait to see.
Guys,
Make sure you come back.
I tell
Yeah,
you all
make sure you
already
come back.
about the reason why some of the youths didn't play this week, because they have a new tournament starting that the youths going to be playing in every week from the 1st of October called the National League Cup. Some brand new tournament that's starting this season.
Oh yeah, you said about that a while ago, innit, man?
Okay, so the big question to you, sir, is: would you rather them play football for the first team or win on the under-23s or whatever it is?
Well, I mean, for me, I rather them get minutes in the first team, I'll be honest. But in this new cup, they're going to be playing against the senior teams of the National League. So they will be getting, in effect, the same kind of physical competition that they should be getting to develop. So, I mean, it's up in the air right now.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
I think that depends on the player as well, to be honest. Like, not everyone's ready at the same time.
So here's a question: Do you guys think Eriksen, Bruno, and Kobe should be the midfield for Villa and Spurs? Do you guys think that?
Who? Say that again.
Do you guys think Kobe, Bruno, and Eriksen should be the midline for Spurs and Villa?
No.
I don't think so. Ugarte should play against.
No, man, we got Ugarte, and he should
It
play.
depends if Xerxes playing or not.
Only against Spurs.
If Xerxes playing, my man shouldn't play.
Only against Spurs.
The only way you could drop Bruno and be okay with it is if Xerxes playing.
I personally don't think Xerxes starts against Spurs because I think Højlund is the perfect forward that we have to play against that highlight.
Behind.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And you know that's Bruno's forte as well.
That's why I want Eriksen.
I want to see. I said this weeks ago, yeah, and it was probably sounding crazy then, but I want to see Xerxes in Bruno's position. Drop Bruno back deeper. Let him play next to Ugarte, who's just going to stay there. And then let Højlund go up top. I want to see that. I don't know if it'll work. I want to see it.
I don't mind your thinking, but I don't want to see that at the start of the game.
Because I feel like Bruno will constantly just overlap Xerxes anyway. And sometimes you find Xerxes deep. And he hasn't really got the legs to go back. So, I mean, go back up the pitch and be there as the last man when we need him again, innit? So, leave him there. When he wants to do those interchanges, let Bruno switch, go further up, and slip back into that pan position again. And then obviously let everyone else rotate as they're going to. But I just really want to see that. I want to see how that plays out, man. I think that could be a bit of a problem. If Xerxes and Bruno are constantly rotating, you don't know who to mark.
It could work, but it's all tactically and the opponent as well.
But can they play that? Can they play that role to help out Ugarte as well, though? Because I think they would neglect that role. Do you know what I mean?
You're right.
Because we've always said we don't want our central defensive midfielder to be isolated.
And it all depends on Bruno's discipline, innit? Like if Bruno's got the discipline to actually stay deep and communicate when he's going, so that Xerxes knows to stay. I don't know. It all really depends on that. But
only thing I would say to that is I don't want to see that as a starting lineup. Because
I agree with that.
Spurs will suss that out quickly, and we already know our manager sometimes changing within games tactically is not the best for him.
I fully agree with that. His in-game management stinks at times.
It's horrendous, bro. I've seen times where look at the Palace game. His subs didn't help, even though he tried it. He tried to take a risk. It didn't pay off.
You know what, the Palace game is the only one that I allowed because I could understand what he was trying to do. But yes, he did mess up.
Thank you. Actually, thanks.
The only one I understood what he was trying to do.
Yeah.
You know what it is the other games when his plan A is not working and he has no plan B, and we just watch him for 60 minutes and dominating us.
You know what? I fully agree with Abs on this. There's other games that I've seen that he doesn't do anything. He's like he's stuck on. I'm gonna make this work. But for the Palace game, you have to say at least he tried.
Yeah, I agree with that. He tried, but it didn't work in hindsight. If you look at it, it is what it is.
Well, I think it didn't work because of the personnel. I think Ragnos coming in Rasmus coming in. If Rasmus had games under him, probably would have worked, but the personnel just didn't work at the time.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree.
I got a bit of a theory on when
in
they
that
does
game,
that.
guys. To be fair, like I do agree that it didn't work, but in one sense, what I would say is this: after it was successful for 70 minutes, and Glasner changed his formation from a 3-4-3-3 to a 3-5-2 to a 5-3, a 5-3-1, or a 5-4-1, however. You know, he maybe made that last final adjustment to try and penetrate that, you know, and it didn't work. But in my honest opinion, I feel like this was one of the best tactical games he had in a long time. And
I agree. I agree, but he got sussed out at the end.
Bro. You know what I mean?
I mean, like, I agree. I agree.
Because what? Here, why? Yeah? Because you say it a lot last season. It was like these, you know, if we create the chances for the players and the players not doing their job, then we have to look at them. You know what I mean?
I agree. Yeah.
And last season we was not creating the chances. We was not doing this. So we was looking at the manager and his tactics. But this season, in that game particularly, we're doing everything. They get all opportunities to do their job, and they didn't do it. So now we have to look at them. So it's like, yeah, the manager didn't. His substitution didn't help him, but these players didn't help themselves or the manager as well.
Yep, I agree.
But I mean, this is what I'm saying. You know, this season is not just manager. Last season you could have said, but this season is a collective thing. And every man them who is Ten Hag out and won't rule in, I always question that as well. You know, because if we fail, Rude is part of the failure. So how is Rude going to get anything better done if the man who's next to him failing? You know what I mean? So you got to say.
Rude's only just got there.
On Rude.
Yeah, he's only just got there.
But that's the thing that I'm saying. He just got there. So if Rude fails and says Ten Hag fails, and Rude is just there with him, so he ain't gonna just turn it around just like Harry Houdini, because he's just there with him. So he's gonna be failing with him as well. You know what I mean?
There's a reason why I wouldn't necessarily agree with that, right? Because one, Rude has come now. Right, he's only come this season. Ten Hag has been failing and doing these mistakes tactically for the last 2 seasons. Well, okay, last season mainly, but maybe not the first season. First season he was a bit counter-attacking, right? So you can't then now put the blame on him. Secondly, as well, as an assistant manager, you are usually helping the vision of the manager, not creating your own vision. So Rude might not even want to play this way, but he has to do it because Ten Hag wants to play it.
And also, like, let's remember, Ten Hag was Pep's understudy at one point. Like, we can't use that as a reason, like, because it works both ways. He should, based on his time as an assistant manager under Pep, he should have everything he needs to win. If what we're saying is true.
Yeah, because look, right now, I was a manager last year for a team. I know it's not the same levels, but it's just an idea of thinking, right? Everything that went wrong for me, right? This season, I'm an assistant manager or coach, if you want to put it. There's a manager above me. I can't change how he wants to tactically play until it goes wrong on the pitch. And I'm like, no, let me change something, please. Right? I have to beg the guy to let me change something. So I can imagine Rude is sitting there going, well, I can't do nothing. I can only try and make the strikers better for you.
Make suggestions. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's all you can do. You can make suggestions.
He can influence it, though. He can influence decisions.
You can influence it. And the thing is, though,
he can make suggestions.
With that though, is if you'd still be working with the same players, mate. So whatever Rude is telling them, and they go and do the same thing. You know what I mean? You just can't sit there and say, well, okay, Rude's just going to do well because he's assistant manager. He'll be working with Rashford. He's going to be working with Garnacho, and if those players fail, they're probably going to fail again with Rude, because it was just like they were doing with Oli. When they brought Oli in, they were just feel good manager, and then when he got the job, something different. It's a different thing when you are getting the job. So you're working under assistant manager, and you guys are doing the same sort of thinking. You know, you'll be sat there, or Rude, will have impact, and then he'll have a say. So if these players fail, and then he says a different thing to Rashford is Van Nistelrooy, and he now becomes the manager. He'd be saying the exact same thing what he was saying when he was assistant manager. And if Rashford fails again, again, it will be put onto Rude because
here's the
he's
thing.
We've already
working
watched
with
this
them.
happen. I like. Sorry.
You're
Yeah, go
talking
ahead.
about the attacking, right? But he changes that midfield, by the way. I don't think Root picks Ericsson. Like I can see Ugarte starting every game week.
What do you think?
Speculation, people. This is all
Yeah, I was about to say, what do you base that off, isn't it?
And
Listen,
also,
all
can I
was
just
gonna
say,
is, sorry to cut you off, yeah, but the players are criminals. They have been failing under multiple managers, so I'm not going to start blaming Rude when if he somehow comes into power. I'm not going to look at him first away. At this point, I even said the same thing last season. At this point, the players have been here long enough. Right? How long has Rashford been here?
Yeah.
He's been here long enough.
10 years.
Bruno's been here long enough, right?
Yeah.
If they fail on another manager, I'm sorry. Like, look at the way I'm acting towards Luke Shaw, towards Lindelof, towards Maguire, because these guys have been here for 6, 7 years. You
Luke
failed
Shaw,
over
11
everyone.
years.
I can't give you another chance.
No more chances, bro. And
Bro,
not only
that's
that,
what I've been saying
that's
for
one of the
years.
reasons. But that's what I did. That's why I was so THDL last season, bro. They kept failing and failing. And look, I tell you this right now, yeah. You see, if this season, see what who said it earlier? Someone on this panel said earlier that if we keep on playing the way we played against Crystal Palace and they don't score goals, yeah. I'm looking at the manager, you know, because I think we've played well. If we keep making these chances that we're making, and these guys keep not finishing, we need a whole new front line, then, blood.
Yeah, for the first time, right? I've seen it's 100%. Ten Hag has got his tactics right. Last year was a bit mucky waters. Yeah, I know. I said this yesterday. I said it. I could not be angry with him until the subs.
Yeah.
I could not be angry with him, right? And even the subs, even that, I understand. It's 50-50. I understand that he had to make changes. It just didn't work. Fine.
Wow.
But that's the first time.
Love it.
I have said that with chest on this show.
I love it.
Believe these tactics. So,
all right, guys. But you know what? Listen, people, we'll have to wrap this up now. Yeah. First of all, I need to get off because I have a baby over there that's not getting any attention. And second of all, KG show's going to be starting in roughly about 8 minutes, and it should be. I don't know if the guy was late. He hasn't messaged me back once this morning. So
he's scheduled in an hour and a half now. But whatever.
There we go. But see, I knew it. Oh, anyway, I knew he was late because he wasn't answering no messages. So I know he was rushed. I know when he's late, blood. I knew it. Anyway, guys, listen, thank you all for turning up today. I thought it was just going to be me and Mark for the whole show. I'm not going to lie. It would have been what it was. But guys, thank you. You made the show a lot more interesting. Once again,
guys, get the likes up, man.
Like it up, man.
Like it up.
Don't be a foolish bastard. Like the thing now.
Like the thing, man. Just like the thing. Just support. If it's not for me, like it for KG. Yeah, the channel must grow. Yeah. Well, anyway, guys, listen. On that note, I am about to end this show. Thank you to all the panelists that turned up.
Yeah.
Take care.
Double bomb.
Back with a vengeance. KG's back with an entrance. Big up to those in attendance.
Look at this.
Reds come together like Tetris. No rules, this one's reckless. KG, this one's crazy.
You're too reckless.
None can compare with the KG Don. Better take cover when he drops that.
Bomb.
Going on reckless, trust it's on. It's that time when he drops that.
Bomb.